So how to extract live market data? The main objective of this tutorial is to show you how we can extract data related to the SP500 index. Mainly the date and the open price at a certain given point in time. To do this, we need to build a script which has as main components an HTTP request agent, which will try to fetch data from the internet, a JSON parser which will convert this data into a structured format, and a data source, a place on the internet where we can find this data. This could be a database, a website, or some other type of structured data. So what are the requirements to be able to build this script? We need to make sure that Active Perl is installed, that we have as operating system Windows, although it can also be built on other operating systems such as Linux or Mac OS X, and we need to make sure that we have internet access. If we have these three requirements, we're good to go. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is install Active Perl. So let's go to the Perl website. I've added a link in the description, and download Active Perl. So there is a free community edition, and I would recommend to install the x86 version. However, if you have a 64-bit machine, it should also work. So now you're probably asking, okay, what is Active Perl? So Active Perl is a high-level programming language which allows us to build scripts very quickly without too much hassle. If you compare it with a more lower-level programming language such as C or C++, the main difference is that with a high-level programming language you abstract away a lot of difficult things to set up. You can write code in a very small block of code, but with C++ or some lower-level programming languages it becomes much more difficult. So let's wait until Active Perl is installed and then go forward with the next. Okay, so Perl is installed. We can see also the symbol of this script has changed. So now let's go and look at Quandl. So as I explained earlier, to extract stock information, we need to have a data source from which we are going to extract the data. There is a free service called Quandl, which allows us to access market information without paying for some data source. So there are free data sources and there are paid data sources. When looking at the website, I could find that there is this page which contains information related to the SP500 index. At first it might seem like a very weird combination of text, but we can see here some structure. So they have some column names where they have the date and, for example, the open price. So if we look at the 17th of March, we can see that for that date we have an open price of $283. So what we could try to do is build a script which automatically gets this file and then manipulate this file in such a way that we can see for each date what was the open price for the SP500 index. So let's close this for now. So now we're going to build the extractor. So I've already added a link to the extractor.pl file. So let's look at the content. As I explained earlier in the presentation, there are three components of the script is built out of three components. One is connect to the Quandl website, which we just saw, and get that blob of information. Then convert that information to a JSON format. A JSON format is essentially a structured format from where we can easily extract information. And at last, from that JSON format, extract the date and the open price. So let's run this script. We'll first go to the right directory, and then with the command perl extractor.pl, we can see that we now have the date and open price for the SP500 stock. So for example, for the 17th of March, we see that there is an open price of 2,383, or for example, for the 6th of February, we can see an open price of 2,294. So in general, this is one of the methods by which we can extract live stock data.